Okay, everybody, it is me. Yep, me and you together again at last. We're going to have some fun here. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. History. History was made today, yet again, in this lovely market. It's just lovely. Little puffs of loveliness abound, and they are everywhere. All right, let's do this here. So yeah, this is my post-market wrap-up on this Monday. April 20th, 2020, a day which will go down in history with regard to crude oil. I want to talk about crude oil. I want to talk about and explain to you what happened today and what it means moving forward. Okay, it's actually pretty simple. Let's talk about the bigger picture here. Stocks finished down across the board. No big deal. Honestly, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down less than 2.5%. The S&P 500 finished down about 1.8%, and the Nasdaq finished down about 1%. Okay, no panic at all, and I mean zero. Cryptocurrencies did sell off a little bit. Gold and silver caught a nice bid. The 10-year yield. Let's talk about the 10-year yield, okay, because you all know how important that is. For most of the day, the 10-year yield held its ground. In fact, it went higher at one point. Stocks went higher with it. Then, as the day progressed, the 10-year yield dropped. Stocks dropped with it. Now, this doesn't always happen in tandem, but that's what happened today. The fact that the 10-year yield went up and then back down again, well, that's a red flag to me. But let's go talk about crude oil. For the first time ever in history, crude oil futures have gone negative, way negative. May down about 300% on the day, and June was also down as well, negative. This is incredible. There's so much oil awash in the world, no one wants to take delivery of it. Now that's really what drove the price of May crude oil futures falling through the floor. Let me explain this to you. The futures market's pretty simple. Speculators speculate, as they will do, on the price of crude oil in the future. Very simple to understand how this works. Now, futures contracts for May are expiring, like now. So what happens? These speculators, they don't want to actually take delivery of the crude oil. They don't want to actually own it. They want to speculate on the price and then dump it without taking delivery. But what happened here, very simple to understand. These contracts were going to expire. These speculators had to get rid of it. Where are they going to put it? In their bathtubs? So they were willing to take anything. They were willing to pay someone to take it off their hands. Hence why crude oil futures went negative. That's how it works. It's very simple. You got to watch a real market in action, okay, with no Fed intervention, no anything like that. The market really doesn't pick winners and losers. The smartest guy or the smartest girl wins all the time. Okay, all the time. Of course, you know, if we go to trading like I do, I'm a speculator. I don't speculate in futures, but I do trade equity derivatives and ETF derivatives. You all know that. You know, you're not going to get it right all the time, but if you stay on the right side most of the time, you're going to line your pockets with cash. This is why I've been explaining to you and try to make it so easy for you to trade. Okay, we got that. So with regard to crude oil, we understand now, at least I hope you do, why it did what it did today. Now, let's package this up a little bit. So we got, for the first time in history, crude oil futures negative, deeply in the negative. You know why that happened. Speculators had to dump it. They were willing to pay someone to take it off their hands. They were willing to take insane losses here. I am certain there's going to be a lot of very unhappy oil futures traders here, and some that are maybe happy. It depends. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that right now. Let's put this package together. Crude oil is what it is. Okay. This was one of the keys I spoke about yesterday. The 10-year yield, despite the fact that it dropped a little bit towards the end of the day, nothing dramatic here. And the fact that stocks, what did we do? We didn't do too much of anything here. Not even 2.5% on the Dow, not even 2% on the S&P 500, and just about 1% on the NASDAQ. So if you look at the picture here, it's pretty simple, okay? Without something else major happening here, it would have to be pretty big. And, anything can happen, as you witnessed today. This was history. Without something major happening, the disconnect between the stock market and our economy, for which we have no economy, is going to get greater. I've done this exact movement here for years. I've shown you how the economy is in free fall and the stock market kept going up. Well, you've witnessed a pretty incredible turn of events as of late. Stocks dropped like 30-something% since that time. The Fed steps in here, unlimited liquidity for the market, and we've kind of went almost straight back up in a V. Okay? The fact that our economy is, we have no economy. The fact that we have people waiting on lines at food banks for miles. The fact that we have tens of millions of people out of work and a lot more are coming. The fact that we have U.S. small businesses deliberately being culled here. It's a deliberate act, okay, to allow the corporations to take over. I explained to you how this has been working. I explained to you the discussions that are going on in the war rooms of these corporations. They believe there's too many mom and pop shops. There's too many small businesses giving the mega corporations competition. They want them gone. The new American government is making sure that happens. Why do you think Congress can't vote or can't pass a new stimulus package? Because the Democrats hate the Republicans and the Republicans hate the Democrats? No, it's one party. You understand? One party. And they're doing this on purpose. They're all laughing right now, having drinks together. You know that. While they cull the middle class, while they destroy small businesses so they can get more money from the mega corporations when it comes election time. Don't you understand? You are living in a game. And if you don't understand how it works, you're dead. You're dead in the water. You'll never understand what's going on around you. Once you realize there's one party, once you realize there's no such thing as Democrats and Republicans, that this is just a divide and conquer mechanism and they all play a game, once you realize that, it will all become clear to you. Till that time, you're going to walk through life deaf, dumb, and blind. That's the truth. This is a culling on an industrial scale, and it's going to get much, much worse. Period. The end. Okay, let's put this together real quick again. I explained to you, and I think the most simple terms possible, what happened to crude oil today. Okay, we got that down. Pretty incredible. It's historic. I explained to you, we really didn't take any kind of losses in this market today. Yeah, we finished down, but nothing dramatic. I explained to you that the 10-year yield still holding its own here. The setup is very simple. Stocks appear that they want to go up in this environment. Unless something else happens very dramatic, that's where stocks are going up. Okay? Despite everything else I just discussed with you. Despite the fact that our economy, we have no economy. It doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't matter. The gap, again, between the economy, which we have no economy, and the stock market are going to get greater and greater. We do not have a real market in any way, shape, or form. There is no price discovery mechanism behind it. It's just Federal Reserve, World Central Bank, funny money being thrown at this market, every aspect of it, either themselves because they're buying all the debt, or the cash they're funneling to the Wall Street banks to buy the large cap stocks. They're probably buying more than large cap stocks as well. They're probably making their way down the food chain. Look, all this is going to do is foster what I've been explaining to you would happen for a very long time, the creation of a two-tier society, extreme haves and extreme have-nots. And we're watching that culling happen. They want to keep that stock market going up so they can make the rich richer. They're not allowed to take losses. You understand? The people at the lower rung, they're done. They're decimated already. And most of the people that were in the middle class are about to fall to that lower rung, exactly like I have explained to you would happen since time immemorial. Anyway, I think this video has been enlightening. If you believe that's true as well, I hope you do. Please share this video. Please get it out there. Let people understand the real picture of what's going on here. You know how to take advantage of this. Bet against this debt. Become your own central bank. Hold hard assets here. I still believe in cryptocurrencies, and it's going to take a hell of a lot to make me not believe in them anymore. Again, I started recommending Bitcoin at 3,700. It's about 7,000 right now. I still think it's going higher. It's volatile. Cryptos are volatile. So is silver. Gold is not as volatile. So, when you think about the price action of cryptocurrencies, they don't follow silver, no. But they're just as volatile as physical silver, as the paper derivative of silver is. So this should put a perspective on that for you too. All right, look, that's it for me. I got an interview coming up today at 3 o'clock with Crush the Street. I hope all of you catch it. I don't know when it's coming out. With that said, this guy loves you, and I will see you all in the morning for more loveliness.